What's up, Spud? Pops is not helping me tonight. He's gonna watch the boy tonight, and I'm gonna try to get off as many bottles as I can. Busy last couple weeks. Um, Trying to get as much digging in as we can before it gets so hot that we can't stand it. But what's up, G Lassie? Even when it does get hot to where we can't stand it, we're still gonna be digging. But it's just so much nicer digging in this mild weather, 50, 60 degrees. Um, we had we had a day there last week. Actually, it was like 3 days ago. It got up to like 80 degrees, and it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually where we just came from, Spud. We were up at the pond. What's up, Gina? But what's up, Arnie? But yeah, we've been killing it again. What you see right here, guys, is just stuff that's come out of privies in the past week and a half. That's just a couple things. I mean, we've been we've been doing really, really good. What's up, Mike? We're gonna let some people get in here and make it situated, and here in a little bit we'll do this here show and tell, and then we'll start. I always got so much to talk about, guys, that I could sit here for hours and just keep talking and talking and talking. We've probably dug, oh, I don't know. We've probably dug. I'm not even gonna number outhouses. Let's just put it this way: there's 3 to 4 outhouses in each yard. We've probably dug, I don't know, in the past 2 weeks, 10 to 15 yards, something like that. So, what's up, Steve? So I'm talking. I mean, you gotta imagine. I work night shift. Arnie, probably. I don't like putting them out midweek, but I might end up putting this one out midweek. But we just got a ton more footage in the past week, and I'd probably say like 3 more videos worth, 3 different really good digs. We got into a 10-footer that was absolutely massive. I mean, huge. Probably one of the biggest pits I've ever dug here locally. The privies have been really, really good to us. They've been really good to us. And we're getting a lot of age. We're getting a lot of age. I don't know, it just seems like the more experience I get probing, the more pits I find. I don't know, I guess that makes sense, but there's just been places, years ago. I appreciate it, Orny, I really do. There's places, years ago that we've went to, and we've dug newer, I'm not gonna say new, 1890s, turn of the century holes, and just could never find the old hole. Well, now I'm finding the old. See, the thing is with them real old holes, the dirt's been compacting on top of them for longer, so they're not going to feel the same as a turn of the century hole that's loaded with glass. And a lot of people that are new to probing, they think, oh, I want to feel that pit that 100% stands out as a pit and it's full glass. That's what everybody's looking for when they start in the hobby, and that's not the case, especially in some of your small towns. The pits weren't very big, and when you do get into a Civil War era or older, it's not gonna be very big. Your chances of it being big around here is pretty slim, and it's not gonna have a lot of glass in it, so it's not gonna feel the same as a newer pit, a pit that's 50 years or so newer. And now that I've pretty much gotten that, I'm finding these old pits now. And sometimes they put them in, you'll have your turn of the century pits on one side of the yard. You'll have your pits that are 40, 50 years older on the other side of the yard. So it's like, there's no rhyme or reason to where they put these early holes. It was just, as sometimes they put a pit there as they were building the house. That way, while they were building the house, they could use the pit. And that was just a temporary pit. However, those pits still have bottles in them. A lot of the time, they're just a wooden barrel stuck in the ground. And, 80% of the time, there isn't anything in them, but that other 20%, you just never know. And when you're in glass that old, anything's possible. The town that we're digging right now, it's getting slim. It's getting slim. In about 6, 7 months, we've almost dug out the entire town. Robert, I do have Venmo. Let me. Dang, you guys are sitting here talking to me. I'm just talking away. Yeah, we did. We did catch a good many fish, actually. They actually just put them in this morning. Thank you, Arnie. Yep, trout. Maryland in the past few years have been kind of lousy stocking. They've put in fish that I would use as bait, catfishing or something. They're just tiny little things. This year they've been doing a lot better. I really only get my Maryland license just to fish, catch, and release because that's where the big trout are. I've never really been much of a fish. I like to eat catfish, but I've never really been much of a trout eat. I don't really mess with trout. There's not enough meat there to worry about it for me. It's more of a pain in the butt filleting them. I mean, I'm not saying trout doesn't taste good, but so yeah, in the past week and a half, this is a few of the things that we've dug. Oh yeah, walleye is amazing. Walleye is a great fish to eat. What's up, Chris? Got Gets in the house. He needs to get. Tell him, guys, he needs to get out here, get to digging these awesome bottles with us. We've been killing it. We, like I said before, guys, we haven't even had to dig a dump in I don't know how long. We just don't even have to dig dumps. Yeah, Chris has a new job, and his schedule is it's hateful. It's a hateful schedule. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there too. We just dug that yesterday. Ain't nothing super special, but nice William McCauley glass house out of Pittsburgh, 1870s glass there. Nice applied lip. But we've been managing a lot of 70s holes, some late 60s holes. This crock came out of a hole about a week and a half ago. This crock, which is actually stamped, you guys can't see it, but there is a stamp right here. It says W.B. Lowry, Roseville, Ohio. This crock came out about 2 or 3 days ago out of a massive pit. What's up, Annie? This came out of the same hole as that crock. And I can guarantee you probably have never seen a Liam Perrins in that color. Look at the color on this Perrins. And this is a Civil War era, well, 1860s. It could be late 60s, but nice drippy applied lip. Unreal color. I've never seen a colored Liam Perrins, ever. It actually matches the seam side real nice. Then we got the Phoenix washing compound ammonia antidote vinegar or lime juice out of Baltimore. This is a rare bottle. First time, that's about my third one, the third one I've ever dug. The first time I dug one, I had no clue. I couldn't find anything on it, just the Phoenix brand little tiny extract bottles. But when I dug one of these, I sent a picture of it to a big Baltimore collector. He'd been digging Baltimore for years. And he said they've dug a couple broke. He said they've never pulled one hole. He said that they don't dig many broke. And he said that all he can figure is they shipped them out to coal region towns. And I guess that's what they did. We've dug a good many broken. They're normally broken. But this one right here ended up being whole. So, just a couple show and tells here. Trying to think if anything eventful happened while digging, because usually something does. But I don't even think we had an issue with anything. Everything went smooth. Everything's been going smooth, and we're just digging a ridiculous amount of bottles. Here's another one. Here's another one for a show and tell. Check this out. I don't know if John is in here, but John is like a flask expert. Old Throws who I'm talking about. And I should have sent him a picture of this. I meant to, but I forgot. Just so many bottles to clean, so many bottles. I mean, I got buckets and boxes full of bottles that still haven't even been cleaned. It's just, that's how many bottles we've been digging. But check this flask out. shape and everything. Another one I just I've never seen this before. It just has a real strange lip. It's got like a square color, and then it's got this goofy thing flaring up out of the top of it. Never seen this bottle. Patent 1888, I think. Patent August 3rd, 1888. Never have I ever seen, I've never seen that lip before. Strange. But yeah, definitely some interesting stuff come out. We dug a few blobs out of a hole. What else did we get? Real nice inks. Some nice 70s inks, some late 60s, early 70s stuff. Gosh, we dug 4. We never dug any, Arnie. I do have tonight. I'm running the one that we dug before the what is it? The S, is it S McKee? Is there, yeah, S McKee. Here it is right here. I still have the S McKee Pittsburgh base mark bitters. Came out of a 60s, 70s hole. It's an early one. No historicals tonight. I was gonna do a raffle, but I'm still kinda, I need a little more time to get everything set up, guys, before I start doing raffles. Dang, Mr. Dale, I've never seen one, Dale. Never. First time I ever dug one over here. That blue, what's up, Eddie? That blue 3-finger croc is tiny. It is a wee little one. And I'm pretty sure in this size they're a lot harder to find. I'm talking like it's little, like my hand's bigger than it is. It might be a quart, I'm guessing, probably a quart. But we're gonna go ahead and get a lag check, guys. Go ahead and clear all this stuff off. See if you guys can see that. You guys see the stamp there? W.B. Lowry, Roseville, Ohio. Eddie, it's a little earlier than the SSP. It's a William McCauley out of Pittsburgh, 1870s. William McCauley and Company, Pittsburgh 70s flask. Daggone allergies got me stuffed up. All the trees are budding and my nose does not like it at all. Shoot, I got allergies to the ash and privies. My nose be running like a sieve when I get in them things. I can't stand it. Drives me absolutely nuts. Good night. Alright, let's get a lag check going here. Alright. Do lag check. Alright, everybody send them in. What's up, Mary? Ezekiel, Arnie, Steve, Spud, Mary. Eddie. Oh, Robert, it's horrible. I do a lot of coughing too. But mostly my nose poofy. And it's terrible. Hate it. I think I need that surgery on my nose because it definitely don't drain right. Jeb, Mary Kay, Spud, Annie, all right. Let's get it rolling. Oh, what are we going to start with? We're going to start like we normally do, and we're going to put some earlier slicks up. Yeah? What? All right. We're going to put some earlier slicks up and run them. See what's up. And then we'll move on to some embossed stuff. If I can even reach these bottles, it'll be alright. Alright, for lot number 1, we got 1870s Med number 1. You can see how crude that panel is. I'm talking wavy as can be. Columbus 70s glass. There's the base hinge mold. And this one actually has a little bit of green in the neck and the lip. You see that green swirl going through there. It does have a fisheye right here, but really pretty 1870s Med. Then we're gonna do Med number 2. Also came from 70s pit. And then number 3, a 3-piece mold. Real early looking lip. Does have a little flake out of it there. There's the base. Got all the bubbles in there. 3 1870s meds. We're gonna do let's do a $5 start. Eddie, yeah, I know. It should. It should. Spuds at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. That's another reason why I can't throw these back in the hole. Everybody, all of us, we won't throw these back in the hole. When we get back into the 70s, 60s, 50s, all of those slicks got to be kept. I mean, when they're that old, you got to keep them. And when you get them home and clean them up, you just don't know if they have green striations in them or anything like that. And it's always nice when you're cleaning them to see how clean they get and the whittle and everything. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 5. Spud at 5 on the lot. 70s meds. Eddie wants that 150 out of him. All right. The striated med goes to Eddie. Oh, I'm gonna start. I'm telling you, Eddie, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna write a bunch of notes up, and that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna put a message in every bottle, or we'll put it back in a slick we throw in. Buy some corks from the store, recork it, put a nice note in there for anybody, for any local digger that redigs our holes. Yeah. Don't worry, when we're done here, we're coming for everybody else's towns too. I'm just kidding. Maybe. No, we got a lot of places around here that just ain't been touched. Even within 100 150 miles, we have towns that we can go to that ain't been touched, that need dug. One of our issues is depth. There's a city we want to dig, and it's pretty big, and we're afraid that the pits are 20 foot plus. So yeah, I know, right? It's we live. I mean, our area is like right where you want to be, right where you want to be. All right. Next, what are we gonna run next? Some more of these? Now let's do this. Here's what we'll do. All right, so we're gonna do a pair of knife edge coffin flasks. Check it out. So I'm starting to understand the difference between a coffin and a shoe fly. If they have these pointed, sharp edges, it's a coffin. This is what I've understood. And if they have rounded edges, it's a shoe fly. These are both coffins. This is a larger one. These things can date back to 1880s. Actually, they can date back to 70s. But the 70s ones are usually aqua and applied lip. Two really nice, super clean. This one's super clean for coming out of a pit. No damage. Two knife edges. And we're going to do an $8 start. $8 start on the pair of knife-edged coffin flasks. They can date back to the 80s and clear. I'm pretty sure these are late 80s, early 90s. $8 start. Lenore's at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 or more. Nice pair of late 1880s, early 1890s knife-edged coffin flasks. We have dug these embossed here too. We've dug circle slug embossed coffins. I actually dug one. They were rare out of Pittsburgh. Actually dug one, took it home, washed it, set it on the counter. Everything was fine. Out of nowhere, the side exploded out of it. Just crazy. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Lenore at 8. Lenore at 8 on the pair of coffins. Next, here we go. Here's a nice little pair we'll do. I haven't the slightest clue what this bottle was. I'm guessing some kind of perfume. I do think it's semi-early, 70s, 80s. Check the base out on this thing first. Got an early looking base, and it came out of a hole that had 70s stuff, or it was 70s on the bottom. Well, it was late 60s, early 70s on the bottom, and 80s, 90s on up high. And this came out of that hole. Have no clue what it was. Probably some kind of little perfume. That little guy. And then check this out. Look at this. Definitely some kind of cologne or perfume. Strange little bot. Cool looking. Never dug anything like it. We're going to do a $5 start on the pair of possibly colognes or perfumes. I'm saying the one on the left's probably at least 1880s. One on the right, probably around the same 80s, 90s. Chris is at 5, starting the clock. Needs 6 or more. This one right here could definitely be flint glass right here. I would agree with that on that one. Definitely a heavier glass than the one on the left. Lenore's at 6, needs 7. These 70s holes, guys, I'm talking these late 60s, early 70s holes, they got the best bottles in them. Like I've told you before, you can get into pits that are just a little too early and nothing's embossed. It's a little slicks. The 60s, 70s stuff, always embossed. And we do so good getting decent amount of bottles out of them. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 9. Spud at 9. All right. Next. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I hate doing this, but I didn't notice either one. We dug these out of a really, really wet, sloppy pit. That on one, so the house we were digging this day went 1810, 1820s. Super old house. We did end up getting into at least the 30s, 40s hole. But what was weird about it is the 30s, 40s hole was split by a tiny little clay wall. And on the other side, it went 60s, 70s, 80s. Real strange hole. But these two come out. I didn't realize they had any damage whenever I took them because it was muddy. Real wet, sloppy hole. We couldn't even, you know how it is when you get into them holes like that and it's cold out. You don't take no time to clean them bottles off. You stack them up, you do your pick, and you go home. But these come out. Here's number one. It is a Bixby's patent March 8th, 1883. And Bixby on the base. It's whittled. Nice whittle on a Bixby's there. It does have a little bit of lip damage there, guys. Little lip damage. Not a ton, but a little. Real early crude Bixby. And we're going to run this guy with it. Nice glue mucilage. And here's the damage I never noticed on this. It does have a smiling crack on the heel. However, whittled to death. I couldn't not bring it to the auction. Look how whittled that mucilage is. I mean, that thing's crazy. So, I had to bring it to the auction, even though, you know, the damage and everything. I hate selling damaged stuff, but some stuff, you can't throw it back in the hole, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to do a $5 start on this pair. I think you're right. I think Bixby's was from Massachusetts. Spud's at 5, starting the clock. Need 6 or more. Heck yeah, Annie. I know some people that don't, though. Well, I know someone that don't. I hate even selling damaged stuff, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'd have seen that, and I'd have seen that, those two, I don't know, they still might have come back home. but I don't know. They just might have stayed in the privy. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was spot at 5 on the pair. Oh, he's gonna be running around like a madman, Annie, I'm telling you. All right, Eddie gets the Bigsby. Walter, if you're watching, you are good, brother. All right. Next. All right, here's a cool one. Well, thanks, Eddie. That makes me feel good. All right, here we go. Check these things. I've dug a couple of them. I haven't dug many of these. They can't be super easy to find. Larkin Soap Company out of Buffalo. And these things are probably one of the fanciest Larkin bottles I've come to see. I don't see any damage. It does have a little bit of rust on it, but you all know that stuff comes out pretty easy with a little CLR soak. Larkin Soap Company. We're going to do a $5 start. I'd say this probably dates around 1905. Christine's at 5. Starting the clock. Christine, how far do you live from Oak Orchard? Chris is at 6, needs 7. Steve's at 7, need 8. From Oak Orchard, New York. Christine's at 10, need 11. I don't know if that's what the town's called, but that's where we fish. I think it might just be a dam or a river. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Christine at 10. Christine at 10. What's up, Walter? Christine at 10 on the Larkin. That's a nice little Larkin too. You don't see him as often. Now I done lost my pen. Just lost it. You gotta be kidding me. No. There it is. All right, next. Here's what we got going down. We got 2 beautiful fancy honest measure strap side flasks. Slug plate, around 1890s, 1900 on the dot. We're not going to run them as a pair. Actually, yes we are. We're running them as a pair. We're doing it. Let's do it. So we're going to run these as a pair. Super fancy honest measure flasks. Always fun to dig. Well, they're exciting to dig only because whenever you see, when they got mud on them, and you don't know that says honest measure and it's embossed in that slug plate, you get really, really excited for about 5 seconds until you wipe the mud off. And it's still exciting because these are cool flasks to dig. They're fancy, real nice looking. But we're going to do a $15 start on the pair. $15 start. Pair of super fancy honest measures. We got a 1.5 pint. Privy Doug, guys. Steve's at 15, starting the clock. You need 16 or more. Spud's at 17, need 18. So, I seen one of these selling somebody's auction about a month ago for like $75. That ain't no crap, guys. That's no joke. $75. That is, I'm not saying that's what it's worth by any means at all. Both of them together probably aren't worth that, even close. You know what I'm saying? They're awesome bottles, but $75 for an honest measure. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 19. Spud is on a roll again tonight. I like boiled eggs too. They're amazing. Real good protein. Real easy protein. Well, anymore, really expensive protein. But it's protein. What we gonna run next? I tell you what, we gotta run some of these beers, guys. We gotta do it. Here we are. This one's got some staining on the inside. I'm gonna say from contents. Got a Rayman Brewing Company. Rayman Brewing Company out of Wheeling, West Virginia. And it's crude. Look how crude this blown crown top is. I mean, there's striations in the neck. Good night. That's a crude beer. We're gonna do a $5 start on it. $5 start. 1905, 1910 Rayman Brewing Company out of Wheeling, West Virginia, blown in mold. No damage. Oh yeah, I love deviled eggs, pickled eggs, scrambled eggs, dippy eggs. I've drank raw eggs. I'm not gonna say I like them. I don't like them like that, but I'll do it if I have to. Um, you know, eggs are good. The only thing is they don't agree with my stomach. I actually like egg on my burger. I don't know if there's anybody out there that's never tried a over easy egg on your burger. You need to try it because it is it. It's the bee's knees, and that's just what it is. Nobody at 5 on the wheeling beer. I'm gonna pull it. And how about a small block brewing company out of Wheeling, West Virginia? It is early machine made, no damage, super clean. Do a $4 start. Oh yeah, eggs on burgers and bacon, absolutely. $4 start. Small block brewing company out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Walters at 4, starting the clock. You need 5 or more. All right, Christine. I think I think I'm an eater of every food. I like raw and cooked sushi. I'm a little picky on my fish raw. I'm not a big fan of freshwater. I think it has an algae taste to it, but I love saltwater fish raw. Robert, I've dug some Kentucky pits. They do get deep. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Walter at 4. Walter at 4. I've not dug in Baltimore, but I have heard they go deep. Um, Heck, I'm not far from Baltimore, but I've there. You know how it is. There's been so much dug there that I'd hate to dig a 20-foot empty pit. I might cry. Well, not empty, but dug pit. Definitely got to have the old bucket and tripod for that. We don't have a tripod at the moment. We have started buying cans, and we got about 8 cans together so far. We need about 20. So in the future, we will have 20 cans, and we're going to start branching out and trying to dig some of these deeper pits. Oh yeah, I've heard some stories about the Philly pits. Oh my, that exercise just beats you up though. It is good exercise, but the rotator cuffs on the shoulders, they don't think so. I've done some serious damage to my shoulder. It I have my days. I don't want to get surgery on it, and I avoid getting surgery on it because everybody I know that's had surgery on their shoulder, it's just gotten worse. It hurts. It hurts every time I dig, but it doesn't hurt enough yet to where it keeps me from digging, so. I'm gonna be on. Salami is my favorite lunch meat. Salami is by far my favorite lunch meat, and I love pepperonis. I could sit and eat pepperoni all day. That ain't no joke. I love pepperoni. All right, next we have a very, very strange. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this for you. It says Lydia, except for the space. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. It's kind of faint embossing. There's a space between the LY and the D, and then a space between the A and the E. Very strange, Lydia Pinkham's. Lydia Pinkham's blood purifier. This is not a vegetable compound. This is a blood purifier. Lydia Pinkham's, and it's got some kind of mold error going on here. Blood purifier. It is blown in mold. Around 1905, I'd imagine. $1910 maybe. And we're going to do a $20 start on this. $20 start. The blood purifier is a lot harder to find than the vegetable compound. Starting the clock. Need 21 or more. Arnie's at 20, need 21 or more. Lydia Pinkham's blood purifier with a strange mold defect. Idaho's at 21, need 22. Arnie's at 22, need 23. Pastrami's good too. I like salami and pastrami. All that Italian stuff. Hey, bring it to me. I'm all about it. Lag Bobby. Christine, I got a doll head downstairs, and it's a big one. I just haven't cleaned it yet, and it's full of poopy mud. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Arnie at 22. Arnie at 22 on the blood purifier. All right, next. All right, here's one. Here's one. Here's one I've never seen before. Oh, absolutely. Look, if I lived up your guy, or if I lived up near Eddie, and you got them good pies up there, and don't get me wrong, we got all right pizza here, but it ain't like a New York pie. That's just, yeah, I mean, it just ain't. And if I had that kind of food up there all the time, I'd probably weigh 500 pounds. That's honest. That's just me being honest. I'd probably weigh 500 pounds. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm in the gym, hitting the weights all the time, but I think I'd be overdoing the food. I like I like junk food, guys. I can't help myself. Like, yeah, every now and then I diet, but the junk food, I can't get away from it. It's so good. All right, check this thing out. I've never seen one of these. I've never dug one of these, and I've never heard of one of these. I've heard of a bottle out of Baltimore that is an oyster ketchup or an oyster something. It's ponned and it is extremely rare and valuable. This is not one of them, although I wish it was. It says oyster cocktail ketchup. Ketchup spelled cats up. It says A. Booth and Company, Baltimore. Salad dressing. And look how crude it is. That is not cracks, guys. That is that's folds in the glass. Those are folds in the glass, not cracks. That's just how crude it is. Absolutely stunning bottle. Oyster ketchup. And like I said, sent it to a Baltimore digger. He said he's never seen one. Come out of an 1880s, 1890s pit. We're going to go ahead and say it's somewhere between late 80s and 90s. Do a $20 start. $20 start on the oyster cocktail ketchup. You never know though, Annie. It might be good. I tell you what, I'll eat anchovies on my pizza. Lenora's at 20, starting the clock. Need 21 or more. I eat those mustard covered sardines. Man, them things are banging too. They just make your breath smell horrible. Oh, I love oysters. A little bit of lime juice on them. A little bit of salt and lime juice. Oh gosh. I don't even mind some cocktail sauce on them. Right, Eddie? Do you like raw oysters, Eddie? I've never had pickled herring, but I would eat it. I'd probably like it. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Lenora 20. Lenora 20. That's a nice bottle. Next, we're gonna run this strange flask. That's pretty cool, Poofy. Oh yeah, that would ruin it for me too, Mike. I got real stupid and sick one night drinking tequila years ago, and I haven't drank it since. And that was back. I was probably 19. Haven't drank it since. I don't think I've ever been that sick in my life. But check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. We're gonna run it right now. Here's the strange, wonky. What'd you say? Somebody told me what this was called, and I'm sorry, but I can't remember who told me. But really, really cool finish on this flask. It's not one that you see out east. This is a Western style bottle. Olympic, that's it. An Olympic closure. Western style, it says design patent August 3rd or 8th, 1888. It could be 98. I think it's 88 though. They dig these a lot in Oregon and Washington. even a different style shoulder. Really cool looking bottle. We're gonna do a $10 start. $10 start on the Olympic style flask. Annie's a 10. What this flask is doing over here on the East Coast, I have no clue. Most of the stuff over here ran out west. We didn't get it back. We didn't usually get stuff from the west, but we do every now and then. And definitely come in on trains from Washington and Oregon. I bet those are hammers. Kardashian lip. Liz, it's an Olympic flask. It's like Midwestern, Western style. Over on the East Coast for some reason. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Annie at 10. Annie at 10 on the Olympic. All right. Let's keep rolling. All right, here's one. Let's do an early one. All right, here's one that came out of a privy. Check it out. Here we have a nice rolled lip. It says El Cristado or Cristadoro liquid hair dye. Number 2. Look how early this bottle is. Definitely late 1850s into mid 60s. Nice rolled lip. Does have a little flake right there on the base, you can see there. But what a bottle. Nice rolled lip. And this is one I've not heard of. This is a hair dye I've not heard of. Definitely a good one. Real nice age on it. We're going to do a $25 start. Late 1850s to mid 60s. Liquid hair dye. What did it say? Cristadoro. One that I've not heard of. What's up, Tattoo? It's an early one, guys. $25 start. $25 start. Late 50s, early 60s. Cristodoro liquid hair dye #2. Just missed being pawned. This thing should be pawned. I don't know why it's not. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Lag Tina. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Next, we're going to do a little perfume combo. Yeah, sounds good. All right, let's do a Selleck Perfumer out of New York. Blown in mold. Selleck Perfumer. Turning purple. Now we're going to do a little Hoyt's 10-cent cologne. Kind of hard to see, but it's there. There it is. Hoyt's 10-cent cologne. Embossed in the panel. Really nice looking little cologne bottle. We'll do the pair, perfume and a cologne. We'll do a $5 start. Whenever you're sneak digging, it's an adrenaline rush. Lenore's at 5. I'm not saying that we do it, but in my early bottle digging career, I have done it. Never have I ever dug somebody else's dump, though. That's one thing I've never done. I've never snuck into somebody else's dump and dug it. I can say that's something that I don't do. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Walter at 6. Walter at 6 on the pair. Poofy, you're just out. All right. Ooh, what's next? All right, here we go. Let's run a hutch. Let's get a hutch going here. Here we got a hutch. Has the stopper in it, and this is a M Pulvnik. I guess that's how that's pronounced. 557, 559 York Street. And then it says Burlington, New Jersey. And in Hutch Book, this is listed as rare. Nice New Jersey hutch. And we're going to do a $35 start. $35 start on the rare listed Pulvnik hutch out of Burlington, New Jersey. $35 start. Now that's just street addresses, Walter. Oh yeah, I know. I know an old boy that got. Now you can hunt mushrooms. Ezekiel was at 35. You can hunt mushrooms here on state ground. You cannot hunt mushrooms on private property without written permission from the landowner. So, meaning if a DNR comes on that person's property and catches you picking shrooms and you don't have written permission on your person, you got to have it on you. It doesn't matter what that landowner says. That landowner can even call the DNR right there and say, hey, no, I gave him permission. Doesn't matter. It's somewhere in the law that you have to have written permission from the landowner on your persons or you get a fine. DNR does not need permission to come onto your property. They can do so as they please. If they feel like some criminal activity is going on there, they will come right on your property. You have no say. DNR 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Walter Hall at 36. Nice, Walter. DNR has more jurisdiction in Maryland than a state trooper. But yeah, so ginseng's another thing, highly illegal to dig in Maryland. You can get a permit for it and you can dig it on only private property. You cannot dig ginseng on any state land, state forest, anything like that. You can only dig it on private property with written permission from the landowner as well. And that goes for hunting wild game and everything. Crazy, in my opinion. I think it is. All right, so next. Well, I mean, if there's a historical flask laying on the other side of a fence, the fence might have to be. I didn't see it. I didn't see a fence. You know what I mean? We were walking through the woods. We were lost, trying to find our way back to the car. I never saw that fence. We just walked up on it. But anyways, I'm just kidding, guys. By the way. So, all right, I'm gonna show you the difference between these two Koenigs. So I got two Koenigs here. I'm only gonna sell one of them, and then I'm gonna do a pair of two. This is a Koenig that came out of a 70s hole the other day. Check out the shoulder of this cone and how straight the side goes down. This is a 1870s Koenig, probably late 70s. All right, so here's this late 70s Koenig versus an 80s, 90s Koenig. You can see that they are actually a good bit different. Got really straight skirt to this one. This one's kind of wobbly and rounded. You got this different shoulder and different neck. Super crude on the 70s. See the bubbles in it. Just crude as can be. 1870s Cone ink. We actually got a complete straight-sided one too, which was real nice. Sean got pick on. We're gonna do a $12 start on this. $12 start on the 1870s Cone ink. Jerry's at 12, starting the clock. Said this is an early ink, guys. You don't see these 70s ones near as often. This thing was actually laying right beside a squat soda. We dug 4 squats out of the hole this came out of. The big thing is around here, you know, these property owners, they just don't want people getting hurt on their land. You know, it's, you start letting too many people on, somebody gets hurt, you get sued. It's just a big ordeal. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Jerry at 12. That was a heck of a buy, Jerry. That's a nice bottle. All right. All right. Now we're going to do a pair of cone inks. These are also different. There's the pair. You got a double color and a regular rounded lip, whatever you want to call it, toed lip. These are also both extremely different. This one definitely came out of an 80s hole. We're gonna do a $8 start on the pair. $8 start on the pair of cone inks. 1880s, 1890s cones. Arnie's at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 more. Spud's at 10, need 11. Arnie's at 12, need 13. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 15. Spud at 15 on the pair. All right. Let's get a soda in here. Here we go. We got a Samuel C. Palmer Company out of Washington, D.C. It says registered. It's a really, really light aqua. Nice slug plate. No damage. Blown and mold crown. I think I've ran a clear one of these before. This one's a little slightly aqua. We're going to do a $12 start. $12 start on the Palmer out of Washington, D.C. Nice little blown in mold soda bottle, 1905, 1910. Palmer out of D.C. $12 start. Everybody on the Palmer, go ahead and pull it. And here's a cool one. Check it out. The Northwestern Bottling Company out of Washington, D.C., dated 1907. 1907. Let's do a $12 start. $12 start on the Northwestern Bottling Company out of Washington, D.C., dated 1907. Nice blown in mold crown. $12 start. Who do I hear? Be careful. What do you want? You want to come over here?
It's rainbow friends.
And he's at 12, starting the clock. Need 13 or more. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Annie at 12. Annie at 12. It's a nice bottle. All right. Here's something I don't sell a lot of, but we dug this out of a hole the other day, and it was a nice, pretty color, so here it is. A nice ball blue ball mason dug out of the top of an 1890s pit. This came out of the very top layer, probably around 1910, 1915. I don't know. That's bubble. It has some bubbles in the lip. No damage. a 2-2 on the base. I'm gonna do a $8 start. $8 start on the ball blue ball mason. $8 start. Curtis is at 8. I need 9 or more. Dang, that's rough. I don't think I've ever used Uber or DoorDash. I'm one of them people that likes to do it all myself. I like to do it myself. I feel like a lot of the time, if you don't do it yourself, it don't get done right. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Curtis at 8. Curtis all alone at 8. All right. Let's do. Here's one semi-local to me. Here is a Star Bottling Company out of Johnstown, PA. Star Bottling Company, Johnstown, PA. Nice early machine-made crown. Nothing on the base, no damage. Star Bottling Company out of Johnstown, PA. Let's do an $8 start. I have close neighbors, but Spud's at 12, starting the clock. I have close neighbors, but in the town, about lost you there. In the town that I live in, everybody's like real chill. You know what I mean? Back in the day, everybody left their doors open. Every kid in the neighborhood was in each other's houses. You know, we just real tight community. It's kind of changed. You know, times have changed, obviously, but still a real laid back little town and area. Us mountain folk are very, very down to earth people. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 12. Spud at 12 on the Johnstown soda. All right. Let's do RRR Radway. Here we have a RRR Radway and Company out of New York. It says something something something. I've never researched what that even stood for. Act of Congress. Something. RRR Radway out of New York. 1880s. No damage. Nice and crude. A little hazy. Nice bottle. We're gonna do a $8 start on the RRR Radway out of New York. Try to get a better look at the embossing. $1880s RRR Radway out of New York. I think I dug one when I was up there, Eddie. I can't remember. Might have. Oh yeah, having a couple big dogs ain't a bad idea. I feel like dogs can. I don't feel like they can. Dogs can definitely sense a threat. I like digging the pond with radways. We don't dig them too often, but we've dug a couple. Gonna go ahead and pull the radway and run. I keep forgetting about these guys over here. We're gonna go ahead and run 2 flasks. Both pumpkin seeds, a little different. You can tell the shapes are different on them. I think one, no, maybe not. No, neither one of these have a base mark. One of them did. But we're gonna do a $10 start on the pair of pumpkin seeds. These are just half pints. 2 half-pint pumpkin seeds. I think the one on the right's a little less than half pint. I think they ripped somebody off there. Poofies at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. The town we've been digging's got pumpkin seeds. Like all the other towns around, we don't dig any pumpkin seed flasks. This town's a huge railroad hub though, so it makes sense why there's bottles that we don't find anywhere else in this town. But yeah, I mean we're digging New Jersey stuff there a lot, which is strange. That's the best part of the turkey. That dark meat drumstick. I'm telling you. On lag. 3, 2, 1. 1 0. That was oh, Steve, you're just that was Poofy at 10. All right, we're pretty far into the auction, so we'll go ahead and show it to you kind of up close first, so you can get an idea of what the stamp looks like. If I can fit it in here, we have a W.B. Lowry out of Roseville, Ohio. W.B. Lowry, Roseville, Ohio. No damage on this guy, none at all. No damage. She is a beaut. I'd say that it is 2 gallon, gallon and a half, 2 gallon. Beautiful croc, 1870s, 1880s. And we're going to do a $65 start. $65 start on the W.H. Lowry out of Roseville, PA. Or Roseville, Ohio. This just came out of a pit like 3 days ago, guys. Right out of a privy. Got that sucker close up being dug, too. I mean, what a pull. Right off the wall. Let's see if I got my measuring tape here. I should. Maybe I don't. No, there it is. Alright. It is 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches on the dot. I think one of them was Eddie. I knew this. I got good money out of them. Them things went big. I think one of them went for like, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think one of them went for like $300 and some dollars. Ezekiel's at 65, starting the clock. Need 67 or more increments of 2. It's a, it's a, oh, that's terrible that I got that right away. Where's my mind at? Is it bad that I got that like right now? Oh yeah, that thing's gonna need a extra large adult sized pen. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Ezekiel, and he got it for 65. Nice, man. Ezekiel 65 on the croc. Alright, well, if you guys like that one, let's run the other one. I wasn't going to run this, but I'm going to run it. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Here is the little tiny, no damage on this bad boy. None whatsoever. Beautimus. Just beautiful croc. Pulled out of a privy, which you guys will see a couple videos from now. This is a 3-fingered Pennsylvania croc. Around 1880s, 1890s. Salt glaze. Just a beautiful, stunner quart-sized canning croc. And we're going to do a $75 start. $75 start. Yeah, wax sealer canning croc. I think, I don't know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what went in the top of these. I've been told a glass insert went in them. I've been told all kinds of different things. I've never really dug anything that looks like it would fit in it. I almost wonder if they didn't just put a piece of wood in there. Stone lid. Nobody on the little quart. Let me go ahead and pull it. And we're gonna run the 1870s. Show you the glass mark. William McCauley and Company out of Pittsburgh. Nice hinge mold, 1870s. Wonky. Real crude. Applied lip. This company did make historical flasks, and this is the age of a historical flask, just nothing on it. Still a really nice bottle. I'm gonna do a $35 start. $35 start on the William McCauley and Company Pittsburgh Glass House 1870s strap side. I don't know what that finish is called. I do know what that finish is called, but I forget. Orney's at 35. Starting the clock. Need 36 or more. Somebody asked me if I've dug and embossed pumpkin seeds. I have. I actually have one up here that's from Baltimore that's pretty rare. I've only ever seen one other. I will run it. Banded lip. That's what I've always called him, a banded lip. I just wasn't ever sure if that was the correct closure or finish, but yeah, I like it. Three, 2, 1, 0. That was Arnie at 35. Arnie at 35 on the flask. Nice, Arnie. What's next? Do a little ink lot here. Alright, we're going to do an ink lot. Do I got another one? No. Alright, we're going to do a lot of 3. We have a Waterman's ink. It should be embossed on the shoulder. Yeah, there it is. Waterman's ink. We have a, I'm going to have to look at this in the light, a Paul's Safety ink. Little pancake ink. It says Paul's Safety on the bottom. And then we have a 1915 Underwood's inks with an early screw top. We're going to do an $8 start. $8 start. Spuds at 8, starting the clock. Need 9 or more. So, we're going to do the giveaway the way we normally do it tonight. And then in the future, Eddie and Annie gave me a great idea. And I think I'm going to go with doing it the way they do. And I'm going to put sticky notes on 3 different bottles. And throughout the night, if you win one of the bottles with a sticky note on it, you win the giveaway that comes with it. Nobody is going to know. I'm even going to randomize it after I do it. So I don't even know which ones have them. And as I pull them out of the sleeves, I'm just going to go with it. Jeb's at 9, need 10. Three, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 11. Spud at 11. Did I change it up? Well, you guys gave me the idea. I guess I just tweaked it in my head and didn't even realize it. All right. Next, what are we gonna run next? I got all this stuff sitting in front of me, and I just don't know what to run. Oh, here's a fan favorite. We're gonna run a fan favorite right now. All right, so we're gonna do a German brewing out of Cumberland, and this thing is ridiculous. Look at the color on this beer. Here we have the German Brewing Company out of Cumberland, Maryland, trademark with the Nike goddess, and she is embossed very well on this one. What a bottle. Blown in mold lady's leg, around 1905, 1910, and she is a color. Woo! That's a color. You don't usually they're dark, so dark you can barely see through them. We're gonna do a $10 start on this one. $10 start. What a beer bottle. These things are. These are some of the nicest embossed beer bottles that are crown top. Probably. I don't know. There's some nice ones from Baltimore too, but this is a nice one. Need 11 or more. Bobby's at 12. Need 13. Right? Such a nice bottle. And I see where people dig these Germans all up and down the East Coast. German Brewing Company was a really popular beer, and is actually still brewing beer today. I think it's out of Pittsburgh now. Um, Old German. You can still buy it today. Lenore's at 15. Needs 16. Dude, they got a pretty nice looking one. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Bobby J at 17. He got you that time, Spud. I tell you what, Bobby's a heck of a sniper, too. Alright. Let me get up and see what I have over my head here. I'm trying not to knock you guys over there. I like to do that. Oh, alright. We'll do that. Alright. Alright, so next bottle, we got a Triloid's Poison. Triloid's Poison. Really nice example. No damage. Gonna do a $18 start. $18 start on the Cobalt Triloid's Poison. Curtis is at 18. Steve, if you tattooed me, we'd just talk about bottles the whole time. Actually, I might fall asleep. There's a very good possibility I'll fall asleep, which is also scary and probably annoying. I bet you can't stand when people fall asleep on you, because I can only imagine when they twitch. Oh, geez. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 21. Spud at 21 on the triloids. Oh, what's next? What even is this? Here's a cool little bot. Here's a tougher bottle. This is a Pettingill's kidney wart tablets. Pettingill's. It is ground lip screw top. 1890s, turn of the century. Pettingill's kidney wart tablets. Just a wee bottle. Really cool looking little thing. Pettingill's kidney wart. We're gonna do a $10 start. It doesn't sound too good, does it? Pettingill's kidney wart. Pretty tough to find. I can almost assure you it had some kind of drugs in it. Some kind of opium or something like that. Because, you know, just about everything did. Oh yeah, our ancestors were highly addicted. Addiction's bad today. Like, I'm not gonna downplay it, but at the same time, can you imagine how bad it was back then? They never really had anybody to tell them, hey, that's illegal. You're under arrest. You know, it was being sold in stores and everybody was high. It was normal. And I can tell you, there wasn't those few people that didn't believe in it, because as many privies as we've dug, there's always some kind of opium bottles and always whiskey and beer. Like, I don't think I've ever dug a hole that had bottles in it that didn't have liquor, alcohol, some kind of alcohol, and narcotics in it. Oh yeah, cocaine as well. Nobody on the Pettingills. Go ahead and pull it, and here's a cool one, and this is early. This is an early bottle. So here's a good example, guys, of how early a screw top can go. This came out of an early pit. Here we have a combination. It says combination pocket syringe. Check that out. Too bad I don't have the syringe. Combination pocket syringe. And it is really early screw top, ground lip, and look at the patent date. The patent date is May of 1878, May 7th, 1878. This is an early bottle, definitely 80s. Come out of 70s, 80s hole. It's got to be hard to find. I mean, I've never seen one like it. We're going to do a $15 start. That is an early screw top. Combination pocket syringe. Strange bottle. Ezekiel's at 15. Starting the clock. Needs 16 or more. It definitely would have been cool to have that syringe and stuff with it. Lag, Steve. Combination pocket syringe. I'd imagine if you put this in your pocket with the syringe, it probably broke quite often. Those syringes are like paper thin. Three, two, 1, 0. That was Ezekiel at 15. Ezekiel at 15 on the pocket syringe. All right. Next. All right, next we have, here's a tough one. All right, you guys have seen the Gilbert Brothers. Well, here is a late 70s, early 80s Gilbert Brothers that you probably haven't seen. It says Gilbert Brothers and Company. Then it's got a monogram and it says Baltimore. This is the earliest Gilbert Brothers I've ever dug. Hands down. A smooth base. And this is a tough bottle. We're going to do a $20 start on the early Gilbert Brothers. Oh, I got sausage fingers too. My fingers don't fit. I gotta wear like double extra large gloves. And it does make for sledgehammer fists, Eddie. That is so true. Nobody on the Gilbert. You go ahead and pull it. And we're going to put up, how about this? We'll put up a local to me. And this is a rare one, guys. Oh, yeah. I can fit into extra large. I'll wear extra large, but my fingers won't fit into anything smaller. Here we have Ellen Meadows and Company out of Frostburg, Maryland. This is a nice, rare drugstore, guys. Nice, rare guy here. Ellen Meadows out of Frostburg, Maryland. And we're going to do a $60 start. In this size, there might be 2 or 3 of them known. Ellen Meadows, Frostburg, Maryland. Nice rare drugstore. Local to the time travelers. No, when you can't get gardening gloves in double X. You got to get construction gloves. The gardening ones they do only go up to XL. Well, I guess some of them are construction. I consider you know what I mean? Like the end of the gloves my hands are fitting into where they're comfortable is I don't know what material it's made out of. It's almost like a leather, I guess. But yeah, they're sausage fingers. It's like the webbing too, Eddie. You know what I mean? Like the webbing of the gloves get all it just feels. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Frostburg Druggist, and we're gonna put up a Ponwood bottle. Here we go. Oh man, here we go. We got some foreign language here. I'm guessing it's French maybe. We got a Jean Marie Farina. Alaplace Julie. Look, guys, I can't say French words real good. Cologne. There we go. It's a cologne. Jean Marie. And it is open panel. Nice paneled. 6-sided. Flared lip. Beautiful bottle. No damage. I'm going to do I don't know. Gonna do a $30 start. Whew. Daggone pollen it's getting me. It's getting me. $30 start on the open panel cologne. Annie's at 30, starting the clock. Need 31 or more. Right? It's super crude. Nice early bottle, too. 1850s, 1860s. Probably more so on the 1850s side of things. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Annie at 30. Nice. That's a nice bot. Bobby, you were out on that one. Next. Here's an interesting one. Here we have a Carolina Pharmaceutical Company trademark. It says Rubrite. Rubrite GF Charleston. A Rubrite of Charleston, South Carolina. There we go. A Southern Med. Rubrite of South Carolina. Never seen it before. We're going to do a $10 start. Rubrite out of Charleston, South Carolina. Southern Med. Bobby's at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. And that name made me laugh a little bit too. Need 11 or more. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 12. Spud at 12. Sniping machine. Spud is a sniping machine. All right. Next. Next we got, here's a tough one. All right, here we have a W.S. Thompson, 703 15th Street, Washington, D.C. Is a D.C. druggist. Came out of a 70s, 80s hole. W.S. Thompson, 703 15th Street, Washington. Nice square drugstore out of D.C. We're going to do a $15 start. This is a tough one. Uh-oh, Bobby's challenging, I think. Bobby is a good, I'm telling you, I've seen that guy snipe. He can do it. $15 start. It's a good one, guys. It's a good one. This is a good one. Uh oh. Uh oh. I started something. I'm gonna pull the DC med. Here, I'll give you something to snipe over. All right, you guys seen this dug in on video. Here's the Ponald cylinder. There she is, the Ponald green cylinder, dug out of the schoolhouse pit. And the Ponald on this thing is chunky. It's big. You see this excess glass around the rim over here? That's the Ponald. It's like a sticky Ponald. This thing's early, guys. I mean, I'm talking, you got an early bottle here. I'm saying 1840s. Beautiful cylinder. We're gonna do a $45 start. $45 start on the Ponald 1840 cylinder. I think these were colognes. Oh yeah, that's an early one there. It could be pre-1840s. I don't know. $45 start. Nobody on the green cylinder. I'm gonna pull it. Pulling it down. Oh, Eddie says 45. Put it back up. I think Eddie's gonna get it. As soon as I was getting ready to put it away. I thought this one was gonna do amazing. Right? That would work perfect. They do kind of look like olive oils, don't they? 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Eddie at 45. Nice, Eddie. That's a steal. Nice. That's a hammer. What number am I on? I'm going to run 3 more bottles, guys, and then we're going to do giveaways. One of these things is not actually. Let me see how I can do this. Here's how we'll do it. So here we have a double dot Pepsi. Pretty nice graphics. A little bit of it starting to fade a tad. Double dot Pepsi. And it is from Baltimore, Maryland. Pretty nice looking ACL. It's got the Pepsi Cola on the shoulders. And check this out. This is where it gets really interesting. So look at these guys. I'm going to put these in with it. These are going to go with it. Here we have an original label to a straight side Pepsi. It says sparkling Pepsi Cola, 12 ounces, Pepsi Cola Company of Canada. I don't know. These things might date 30s, 40s. I'm not 100% sure. And then it says Outremont, Canada. Then this one says Pepsi Cola. I'd imagine this one around the neck. Pepsi Cola, bottled by Starlight Bottling. Saskatoon. I don't even know what that means. But I can guarantee you these are not easy to find. There's no way they are. These come out of a collection. I didn't even know they were in the box. That's the crazy thing. They were in the bottom of the box laying. I was digging through the bottles and found them. Oh, John. John, like, whew. I'm not trying to down somebody else's channel, but you'll never catch me selling a melted piece of glass ever in my auction, guys. Never. It's absurd. But anyways, if you guys want melted glass like that glass, we had a glass factory that burnt down like 3 times. It went from 1906 to the 1950s. They made anything from Cambodia ware to depression glass, uranium glass everywhere. We have a creek that runs through our town. They dumped out all the slag out of this plant, right? So you can go down through this stream and pick this stuff up out of the creek. It's everywhere. I'm talking chunks of it 2 feet long. This ain't no joke. I can get chunks of that slag, green, blue, pink, yellow, you name it. Massive chunks of it. It's everywhere. But you'll never catch me selling it. I won't sell it. There's too much of it. You know what I mean? I just think it's wrong. But anyways, here we go. Check this out. I don't know if I'll ever come across anything like this and sell it in auction ever again. I'm not a big paper collector seller. I don't know. But we're going to start this out at $25. We're going to start this out at $25. Double dot Pepsi Cola bottle with 2 labels that are definitely earlier than the ACL. Sherry's at 25, starting the clock. However, John, if you do want some of that glass and you're serious about that, I will not make you pay 40 some dollars for a little chunk of glass. I'll probably just send it to you for free because there's that much of it. And you've been awesome. You know, you've been throughout the past. You've been a great supporter. You know what I mean? I have sold some pretty cool flasks though. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Sherry at 25. Sherry at 25 on the lot. That was nice. Very nice. All right. We got 2 more bottles. What are we going to do? Let's do... Heck, I don't know. Let me give them all a gander and let me see what we're going to do. First, we're going to run the S. McKee base mark, Pittsburgh Glass House, Dr. J. Hofstadter Stomach Bitters. This is an early one, 1860s, 1870s. That was the context of the pit that it came out of. And like I said before, the Glass House ones are not easy to come by like the post-1880s ones. We're going to do a $40 start on this guy. $40 start. S. McKee & Company, Pittsburgh Glass House, Dr. J. Hofstadter's Stomach Bitters. Jerry's at 40, starting the clock. Need 41 or more. Nice early applied lip on this guy. They did an excellent job applying on the top. You can barely even see it drip. Just barely right there. You can see it dripping. Beautiful job by the Glass House for sure. This is also a glass house that was familiar with making historical flasks. '60s, 1870s, Dr. J. Hofstadter's Stomach Bitters. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. You probably did, Sherry. I've dug the William McCauley examples. I've dug the S. McKee examples, and I think there's one other one. One other glass house we've dug. I think the McCauley was a little earlier than this one right here. The McCauley was for sure late 60s. Arnie got the haunted one.
He's already asleep.
All right. Hey. No problem, Jerry. All right, one more bottle, guys, and then we're going to do giveaway, and you're going to have to help me do these giveaways so they don't go nowhere.
You're going to do one more?
Yeah. What do I got in here? That goes over here. What am I doing? Is that another hutch? What is this? There we go. That's what we'll do. So I was told that this is a tough one. Here we have a Thomas J. Barrett, King Cora, New Jersey. I've never even heard of King Cora. Everybody's saying hi. To everybody hi.
Hello.
Thomas J. Barrett, King Cora, New Jersey. and it is a blob. Nice aqua 1890s blob top. It says the property of, and then registered this bottle not to be sold on the heel. No damage. No damage at all. This is going to be last bottle of the night. We're going to do a $15 start. South Jersey blobber. They're pretty hard to find. Eddie? King Cora. Maybe I have heard of King Cora. I don't know. Heck, I don't know. $15 start on the 1890s Aqua Blob. Spuds at 15, starting the clock. It's 16 or more. Sherry's at 16, needs 17.
Why do you do this?
Eddie's at 25, need 26. Mansfield Township. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Eddie at 25. Eddie at 25. All right. That was the last bottle of the night. And now we are going to do a giveaway. We're going to do, how many of them?
3.
3 giveaways. All right. Let's do it. I need numbers. Numbers on.
You don't need 100.
Huh?
There's the first one.
All right. We're getting a number together.
Alright, here it is.
Just put it by the box there.
Alright. You got a pen?
Here's going to be the bottle. A Cloverdale ACL. And this thing, the paint's mint. Great paint on it. It's out of Baltimore, Maryland. Cloverdale Spring Company. Cloverdale up on the shoulder. And a clover on the back. Great condition on this bad boy. And we're going to do a number between 1 and 40. And go.
That's a good number.
Yeah, it must have been. Stop. Everybody stop. I seen it. Now I gotta go through and make sure there was no others, which I don't think there was. Guessed all around it, you guys did. You guessed all around it for a minute. Alright, checking to make sure. It's a Lenora. Lenora got it. Lenora got it with 3. The number was 3.
Alright.
Congratulations. Number 2.
15 marbles.
Here we have
Carlsbad.
15 marbles. 15 marbles there. In a Carlsbad jar. I think Carlsbad was for headaches. I can't remember. But this came out of a Civil War 70s pit. So it's an early bottle with 15 marbles in it. And we're going to do once again between 1 and 40. And go. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. We already got a winner. That was quick. Let me go up and see. I don't know why, guys, but I know some of you guys see stuff at a different time than I do. And on my screen, it's got Lenora in before Jerry, which is, I don't know why it does that. That's why if we do the giveaways this other way, it's gonna eliminate that, because I know it does. If I was guessing too, I'd be like, what in the heck, you know what I mean? But it's strange. I don't know why it does that. So I'm seeing Poofy. I'm seeing Poofy in with 13. Nice, Poofy. It's a nice little lot of marbles in an early little jar.
And ice cream milk.
Yep, and then the last giveaway of the night, we have a Hill Dairy and ice cream, pasteurized, filtered. And how many marbles?
15.
15 marbles.
There you go.
And we're gonna do once again 1 to 40. And go. Stop. I seen the number. I had to make sure it was, that's what it was. I don't know how I keep forgetting them. Everybody halt. We got it. That was another quick one. That first one was the best one. Let me look down through. All right, and Arnie gets it with 33. Arnie gets it with 33. That's a nice Hill Dairy and ice cream. Nice.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna turn these around here. And get this, guys. You don't ever have to get to 100 likes. I ain't gonna make you guys get to any, you know what I mean? You just don't have to reach no number. I'm gonna give you a giveaway or 3 or 4 every auction. I don't care how many likes I get. It's not about that for me. I know I like making everybody happy, bringing the bottles, and just having a good time. These auctions are a good time, and I look forward to them. I can't always have them when I'd like to, because I'm extremely busy, and I think I make myself extremely busy, but I'm one of them people where I gotta constantly be on the move. I got that anxiety going on, you know what I mean? So digging and working out and actually working in general is my way out. So I'm constantly busy, always doing something. And if I ain't doing that, I got the boy. So, but yeah. Gonna try to have an auction next Friday. We'll see how things go. Once again, we have an incredible amount of pits to dig, and I'm gonna be hurting, but you know what? It's worth it. It's all worth it. best hobby in the world. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Appreciate you guys showing up every time I have an auction. Sometimes it takes me a little longer than normal to ship stuff because of my schedule, and you guys are extremely understanding. Great people, all of you. And that's going to be it. That's all I got. Peace out.